morning, Airbnb.
Hi there, I'm one of your retailers and I would like to talk to somebody about your map pricing.
Hold on, she'll be right with you.
Hey, thanks.
Uh-huh. Hi, this is Janice. How may I help you?
Hey, Janice, this is one of your retailers.
Yes, how can I help you?
The limit or the least amount I can sell, the particular AeroPress that I'm selling with the tote bag is $27.95.
That's correct.
Okay, and I kind of advertise it on my site as well that, this is the least amount that I can sell this for.
Okay.
And one of my customers, not as a jab, but they wanted to let me know that there was someone on Amazon that was selling the AeroPress with the tote bag for $24.95. Now, I checked your retailer, like you have an authorized retailer on Amazon, and they're selling the same kit that I have for $27.95. That's with the tote bag.
Correct.
However, there is some guy, I don't want to be a snitch.
There's a couple of them, and we are very much aware of them, and as best as we can to our ability, we do monitor our map. I would say that probably at least once every 1 to 2 months, I go through each one of our online retailers to make sure they're all complying and, make phone calls as necessary to say, hey, I need you to get your price back up. But unfortunately, there are several right now that are, as far as we know, we cannot identify who they are. We can't identify them as one of our current customers, per se.
Wow.
So, as best as we can, when we can figure out who they are and that they are, in fact, one of our customers and not buying through somebody else, we do get them to fix the price. But unfortunately, right now, there are currently a couple that are violating. And so if there's any information you have as to who they are, we always encourage our retailers to keep us abreast. I mean, we don't consider it snitching. We want everyone to be on the same playing field as far as being able to sell the product competitively with each other.
I've even heard, could these be knockoffs? If you're not aware of who you're selling it to, are they? I've heard that there's people copying your product.
Let me put you on hold for 1 second, okay?
Sure.
Sorry about that. I wanted it to check with my general manager what exactly we were telling people. We are aware that there is a knockoff out there. We believe it's coming out of China.
Oh my gosh.
We are doing our best to try to ascertain who it is. It's very hard to tell the difference. Because we know the product and how it's made, we can tell the difference. But to the average person, they wouldn't notice a difference other than in performance. They would clearly notice a difference in performance between the two.
That's got to be infuriating.
It very much is.
Because you guys are trademark, patent, everything.
We are in every country that we sell it in. We have everything. So.
And Amazon won't do anything about that for you. They won't support you.
Amazon doesn't do it. eBay won't do it. We actually were able to buy one of the knockoffs on eBay. We had a customer in Europe buy a knockoff in Europe. We are not aware of it being widespread in the States yet, but we are aware of it, and we're doing our best to, when we have a feeling there's somebody out there that could be selling them, we're trying to, get rid of them. We got rid of the eBay listing that was selling the knockoffs, but Amazon is very protective of keeping anonymous retailers anonymous, so they're not very helpful.
I wish they would protect American companies that have American jobs involved in on it. I was a manufacturer just a couple months ago. I just sold a business of mine, and I can't even imagine. I mean, you spend thousands and thousands. I spent thousands of dollars on just patents.
Right, exactly. And then lawyers and everything else that goes into that.
Right. How does that even affect the end user like me? If I'm buying it, how many AeroPresses do you have to sell to support your lawyers that have to chase these guys?
Right, exactly. So, I mean, we appreciate when we get calls from retailers letting us know, and we're usually pretty on top of it as far as when we're aware of, somebody that's violating. And unfortunately, the one problem we do have with Amazon is that Amazon has they've explained it as an algorithm. That even though they do promise to adhere to our map pricing, if one of those other retailers drops below that map and sells enough volume, they will drop to that price to meet that volume.
That's horrible.
So, so even Amazon right now is violating the map price on it, unfortunately. But we are trying to ascertain who those retailers are as we speak. We've been on it for the past few weeks, ever since Amazon started violating the map on that item.
You know, personally, I don't use Amazon because I see them as kind of the Walmart of the internet, and they really do run their facilities are like sweatshops. So I don't feel sorry for them at all. But I wish they would support you if this is, especially if this is a Chinese product coming out of, you know, and obviously you have patents and trademarks. I don't know. This is maddening to me.
Yeah, no, it's very frustrating. I mean, the package. I mean, they've copied the packaging. They've copied everything down to the last little detail. Made in USA, everything on it. So,
Wow.
like I said, the consumer, other than the fact that we've gotten some consumer calls about a problem with it right off the bat, that's how we can pretty much know for certain that it's not ours. You know, when someone complains that something didn't work right off the bat, it's like, oh, where did you buy it? And sure enough, we can be pretty certain it's a knockoff and not ours.
Right. I'm sure if their products are cracking because the plastic's not as good or the puck doesn't seal, they're probably coming to you.
Right.
For
And if they say, I've only used it twice, and it's like, okay, well, that's definitely not ours.
Wow, I am so sorry. You know, you know, I guess how do I explain this to my customers? If I'm saying that I can't sell it for any less than this, and somebody else is, should I just say that I'm an authorized retailer?
Absolutely, you can definitely say that. You can say that anybody that we actually list on our website are authorized retailers, and they are all required to adhere to our map pricing.
Okay.
And that's, I mean, that's about, that is really the truth. If you're not one of those authorized retailers that is on our list of where you can buy it, that means you're not buying it from us, in which case, you know, and to be honest, I think we're close to kind of putting that kind of message on our site, that if you're not buying it from one of these retailers, we're not guaranteeing the product. So
Okay.
we're not quite there yet.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for talking to me about this. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Like I said, please feel free to call us back anytime if you find somebody, and if you find information about who somebody is,
I will.
we want that too. Okay?
I will for sure, and I hope you do get them, because I think it's BS. I think it's BS.
And you know, I would say more often than not, you know, we can make, I'd say when we do decide to discontinue somebody, it's because we're not 100% certain, but we're uncertain enough that we'd rather err on the side of caution in discontinuing somebody if we feel they're not being completely forthcoming with,
Sure.
you know, if all of a sudden someone's volume really spikes, we start asking questions, you know? So.
Very good.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.